it is time to clean the dipstick, you will need cleaning swabs, isopropyl alcohol, and the tool to remove the reclaim chamber. Start by filling a small cup with isopropyl alcohol and open the cleaning swabs provided. Start by removing the magnetic tip cover, exposing the vapor tip. Next, unscrew the vapor tip from the reclaim chamber. Unscrew the reclaim chamber cover screw using the tool provided. On a side note, you can also use a dime if the tool is unavailable. Remove the reclaim chamber and cover screw. You can soak these components in isopropyl alcohol to loosen any excess residue. Next, you will use a cleaning swab to remove excess residue from the reclaim chamber cover screw. Make sure to remove any excess residue from the airways that are located on the bottom and on the top of the cover screw. You can use the end of the cleaning swab to push through the airway passages. Next, we're going to use the cleaning swab to clean the external surface of the vapor tip. You can also soak the vapor tip if there's any residue on the inside of the ceramic housing. Now we're ready to remove the magnetic mouthpiece. At this time, it is not necessary to remove the batteries. To push the airflow tube, you can use the end of the cleaning swab or the end of the vapor tip to push the airflow tube out of the airflow chamber. Once you have removed the airflow tube, remove the grommets from the airflow tube and soak both components to loosen any residue that may have accumulated. Use the cleaning swabs provided to clean inside the airflow tube. You want to remove any excess residue that may have accumulated. Once the airflow tube is cleaned, you want to reinsert the grommets into the either end of the airflow tube. Now we're going to use the cleaning swabs to clean the surface of the chassis and the airflow chamber. Gently swab the end of the chassis to remove any excess residue that may have built up. Gently swab inside the airflow chamber to remove any residue that may be in there. Now we're going to take our reclaim chamber that has been soaking and remove any excess residue. Use the cleaning swab to gently pull any residue off of the manifold. When all of the residue has been removed, you can use a paper towel or dry cloth to remove any excess moisture. Once all the components are clean and free of residue, you're ready for reassembly. To reassemble the dipstick, start by inserting the airflow tube into the airflow chamber. The smaller grommet should be at the end with the reclaim chamber. The grommets can also be inserted after the airflow tube has been inserted into the airflow chamber. Once done, make sure the grommet is flush with the chassis. The grommet near the mouthpiece will extend past the chassis. Attach the magnetic mouthpiece. Next, we will attach the reclaim chamber. Begin by inserting the reclaim chamber cover screw into the reclaim chamber. Screw the chamber onto the chassis using the tool provided. If the tool is unavailable, you can also use a dime. Be sure not to over-tighten the reclaim chamber cover screw, as this can cause damage. When you are done, you can screw on a clean vapor tip, and for storage, slide on the magnetic tip cover.